I said, was that you, just now making all that racket?
Racket? What means racket, What means racket?
These goddamn mosquitoes!
What?
Anopheles quadrilaterales. You can tell by the jaw structure. Close that window! You want to eat us alive?
Can't imagine why it was open in the first place.
Romero collected Renaissance paintings. Were you aware of that? And yet you say we're in the movies. Well, what's wrong? Flaw in the furniture?
No, mosquito.
They just don't make furniture the way that they used to.
No, Sonny. Your husband is not as good as the Beethoven.
What?
Hi. That has my name on it. Actually, I don't think he's as good as Haydn either.
Hiding? Who's hiding? Hiding from what?
Joseph Haydn was a composer. Miss Stein is trying to say that she feels he's a better composer than Mozart.
What?
Why do you always hold a chair for her? At our meetings, you always hold a chair for her. Why? You're as good as she is.
No, I'm not.
She's a queen. Oh, shit! Why can't you help me with this thing?
All right now. A little to the right.
Darling, take that goddamn piece of wood someday and break it, I swear! What right has she got dragging it like that into other people's rooms? What right has she got?
This isn't your room.
What?
Well, I only...
Well, do you think this is right?
Well, it does tend to...
And now this will decide
create a problem of those things.
You bet your big cookies it does.
What I meant to say was, it's as much her room as it is yours.
Ugh.
Oh, what thing you got? You made it.
In the name of King Charles VII, with special mention for Margaret, Michael, and Catherine, without whose assistance this is not possible, I honor you for the nobility and selflessness of your act.
Thank you.
Now, where to put it?
Well, I'll tell you where to put it.
Down! Again. Sorry. Sorry.
And yet she wonders why she's never invited anywhere.
Look, I said I was sorry.
It's suicide with her around, nothing less.
Twice it's hit me on the head. No.
I said I was sorry.
Honey, let me tell you something. If you haven't gotten rid of that overgrown machete by tomorrow, I will personally take it and wrap it like a scarf around your goddamn neck.
Well,
I said sorry.
no. Twice it's hit me on the head.
She's out of her mind.
No. No.
Johnny, dear, you know I couldn't tell no lie. So believe me, the thing is enormous. Better off you left it somewhere else.
No.
Maybe if you got her a smaller one.
No.
You know twice it's hit me on the head. Right here. No.
Well, what do you expect? She's out of her cotton-picking mind.
Johnny, dear, listen to me. Johnny? You know what? I don't think she's in there.
Now you know why they're friends. Honey, it's only a piece of wood.
Don't care.
Oh! You know, if it weren't for the fact that I bust my hand and swear I hit her. Right in the goddamn face!
Joan, darling, listen to me for a second.
Now, Johnny, dear, you be a nice girl and you listen to Amelia for a minute. She's got something very important to say. All right, go ahead.
Joe, no, I'll never give it away.
Never give it away
Believe me, John, it's a very dangerous thing you've got there when you don't handle it right. It's a weapon, an absolute weapon.
Don't care. It came with armor. It's what saves me. It's mine, and you can't have it.
Joan!
Nor can you tell me what to do with it. So ha.
I don't know. I just don't know. To me, it's bugging that she's out of her mind, but does she have to be such an idiot as well?
Afternoon, ladies. Sorry I'm late. I think perhaps we should draw the shades. Also check the door. It is my pleasure then to announce the 6th annual meeting of the duly elected Grievance and Someday Governing Committee of Wing 5 Women's Section.
Give me up at the women's section.
Hooray! May now, hopefully, commence. The secretary will read the minutes of our last meeting. Trudy, if you please.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time, all being present for a meeting which was called to order at the usual time, so that those meeting might be at a meeting at a usual one too. And thus the meeting having been called.
Stein can't write a line.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time. Madam President.
Minutes approved.
What?
Well, after all, there are more important things to discuss than your silly minutes.
You tell her, honey.
Objection! Gertrude Stein looks like swine.
Madam President.
She's just wasting our time. She's wasting our good old time.
Thanks.
Imagine, Anopheles quadrimaculus. You know, they've given the Nobel for less than this.
The meeting was called to order.
They've been approved.
Gertrude Stein is doing fine.
I have here in my possession the record.
And as for you, Pearl White, we'll get to you in good time.
Movie stars. The meeting was called to order at the usual time.
They've been approved. Miss Stein,
I move that the president be impeached.
any seconds?
Motion shelved. Gertrude Stein is doing fine.
Miss Earhart, the floor is yours.
Susan B. Anthony. Who is Susan B. Anthony that she can rap out her gavel and have women be like men. That is quiet. Rap.
No, not there. I guess they're still hiding. The sun has fallen again.
I am Amelia Earhart. That is to say, I am Amelia Earhart, and I want to get out of here. One of the main reasons for this is the fact that I'm not insane. In fact, I'm not even exceptionally neurotic. I'm simply Amelia Earhart, and I want to get the hell out.
Where do you want to go, honey? The South Seas?
I'm growing old in here.
Oh, darling, none of us is growing any younger.
All right, check the records if you like. It's all down there, I'm not lying. July 2nd, 1937. That's the day I crashed. Right out there in the yard, July 2nd, 1937. Well, go on, check the records if you don't believe me. Why should I lie? Look, my plane is still out there. Is that proof enough? Well, true, they turned it into a plane Stanley and Livingston,
Abraham Lincoln.
Miss Johann Sebastian Bach?
And if that's also true, then who is she, if not beautiful Isabella of ancient Spain?
Christopher Columbus, maybe?
Yes, who is she? Who is she?
I don't know.
Amelia Earhart is a dear heart.
The chair recognizes that noted hunt.
Explorer, honey.
I meant explorer.
Yeah. I've got a letter here from Mrs. Nisia Walrus in room 82. She says
I
that
know what she says. She says it every year.
Yeah, but she told
Miss Decio Walrus looks like a walrus.
I really don't think, Mrs. Johnson, that it is necessary for us to go into this matter again. And I say this only because to discuss her problem would be in effect to do nothing but waste our time. Now, to quote, if I may from memory, Mrs. Nisia Walrus, the dilemma of my life is that I'm convinced I had never been born. Well, as we all know, not 2 months ago, there were obtained through the efforts of this committee and a certain handsome young doctor bona fide birth certificates proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that she had in fact already been born. Now, it is possible that she may want more proof, but that I think is a little pushy. One birth should be enough for anyone, and since she's already had it, I think the lady has no more problems.
Except, of course, that she's stark raving mad.
Madam President, the chair recognizes Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc died in Arc.
Gertrude Stein is that! That's why she looks like a swine. The chair recognizes Joan of Arc. Well, here's the thing. What's been done about my voices? They're bothering me.
Objection. Well, I actually don't know much about these sort of things to understand, so I suppose I shouldn't talk.
No, on with it, honey.
Well, I think that this is just the sort of thing the committee can't help you with. That is, to me, it's the sort of thing you must, well, somehow, work out for yourself. That's all.
But I didn't expect help. I don't think I even really wanted help. I just would have appreciated, some guidance in the matter.
Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark!
Well, how are all my lovely ladies doing in this fine day? We're getting along well, I trust. You must keep the windows closed, ladies. I have told you this many times. Many, many times. Well, come on now. Chins up. All three of them. Now, where's that lovely girlish smile of yours, Oh, no, not the itty-bitty smile. I mean the big, big smile. Oh, see? All better. Well now, what do you suppose I'm going to say to you? Well, this is what I'm going to say. If you nice ladies don't behave yourselves, you'll never have another meeting again. And do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Well, for one, it means you'll never again be allowed to make suggestions to us about what you think should be done, or looked after, or improved. And it also means that all the lovely ladies who elected you to this wonderful committee, all the lovely ladies who placed you in all their hope and their trust, well, all those lovely ladies will then hate you. Forever. Well, having said my little piece, I think it's time you got back to your little meeting. There must be just all sorts of fine things you've set your hearts on accomplishing today. Hello? Not too stuffy in there for you, is it? Carry on. Oh, and ladies, the word is decorum, spelled as it sounds.
Cigarette?
Thanks.
Cigarette?
Thanks.
Cigarette?
Thanks. Cigarette?
Thanks. Cigarette?
Thanks.
Thanks.
In Borneo, they'd never heard of Barrymore or Calvin Coolidge. Martin and I showed movies. One day our projector broke and just when they ate our cameraman. I don't think that was very nice.
I was browsing through McKenna's Illustrated the other day.
My pants are getting rusty.
It said French.
The hill?
The French.
Oh, don't like French.
Well, it said the French.
They let me down.
They did. It said the French.
No, don't like French.
Well, it said the French had built this new train. And it traveled 90 miles an hour. Now, steam locomotives, or puffing billies as we used to call them, they only went 20. 90's much faster. It doesn't leave a person nearly enough time. Why, there I be, flat on the tracks, just beginning to slip out of my rope swim. It's far too dangerous nowadays. I'll stay right here if you don't mind.
My pants are getting rusty. Could be a thing. A riddle.
tell you there's not many women in the neighborhood as lucky as that.
Sometimes, during festivals, the natives would eat their friends. We were told this was an honor, but Martin and I, we never made friends easily. It's the way it was with us.
And while we're at it, what's to be talking about my voices? You have to tell me that.
Oh, I loved Elizabeth Cady. And Elizabeth Cady loved me. And when she was nearly 80, sweet Cady still loved me.
Tell my voices what's to be talking about my pants!
Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is she? Who is Susan B. Anthony? The right to sleep is given to no woman. You gave us those lines, Trudy, and the mother of us all. Marvelous play, I think. The right to sleep is given to no woman. Yes, Trudy, how pertinent those lines are even today.
Yes! Just ask Fred Noonan. Captured during the course of the crash, his Amelia was a really good pilot. Not much of a navigator, but a really good pilot.
You know what I hate? I hate cigarettes without matches. That's what I hate.
You're absolutely right, darling. Smoking is not the same when you can't have smoke.
One of the troubles with the student apartment, which one rarely thinks of, is it's very hard to tiptoe in. Just thought I'd mention it. Don't know why.
I'm gonna break that carpet! Ah!
Yes. I'll stay right here if you don't mind. Right here's home enough for me.
Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is she? Who is she? Well, out with the old business, with the new.
I have here in my possession the record the hostel occurrences kept as requested by our president, Miss Ann. January 4th, 8:15 a.m., Miss Marion speeching back of room 721 reports definite sensations of Vinglerancy directed toward her while sitting at the breakfast table eating her 32nd bowl of porridge. As a result,
Vomits.
vomits into it. When asked who was sitting with her at the time, she replies only the cook. Conclusion. Source of, oh God. Belligerency unknown. February 12th, 3:51 p.m. Miss while singing something called meadrigal?
Madrigal.
What's a meadrigal? Meadrigal for the Music Appreciation Society, Ward 6. Mrs. McGraw, report definite feelings of homicide. That's mine.
That's right.
Homicidal feelings later reified. Reified?
Validate. Go on with your report.
By their accompagning
Piano player, honey.
Miss McBecton, though strangely enough, denied by those ladies of the Music Appreciation Society who happened at that moment to be sitting in the room. What's a meadrigal? April 3rd, sometime around noon, Miss Amanda T. Whitby, Alliston Cartwright of Suite 823, 824, 825, and 826 reports definite feelings of hostility. I know what that is.
You bet your sweet ass you do.
she solicited money from, which was, as usual, everyone in the ward.
Yeah, and it left me without a penny.
Not as bad, honey, as what left you without a brain.
In short then, these reports all prove that no source can be found for the various feelings of hatred, hostility, jealousy, vagrancy, and revenge known to exist. Conclusion then, the source must come from outside our ward, or in other words, the men's ward. Oh. Which none of us has ever seen and is therefore most likely.
Pearl, good report.
I helped her with it.
Your mind drank too much wine.
But I want to know is why didn't we get to the report sooner? After all, that is what we are here for, to save our lives.
Before they attack,
Which could be any minute.
But will most likely occur at night.
The dead of night. Just incredible. I beg your pardon?
I said, it's just incredible.
What's incredible?
All this nonsense?
The floor? Miss Earhart?
How do you know they're going to attack?
This is a matter of survival, Miss Earhart, not a matter for jest.
Then tell me how you know the men's ward is going to attack.
Miss White's report just explained it to you.
I couldn't follow its logic.
What?
Are you trying to imply, Miss Earhart, that our lives are not in danger?
I'm only implying, Miss Anthony, that if they are in danger, then perhaps it's due to someone or someplace else.
Such as what?
Such as...
She's just wasting time! Just wasting time before they come.
Right.
The meeting will now continue. Miss Earhart, would you mind very much not grinning at me like that?
So, no one's going to answer my question then,
Will someone please answer Miss Earhart's idiotic question? How do we know the men's ward is going to attack?
We simply know. That's how.
Right.
We simply know. We simply know.
We simply know. Well, I trust that answers your question.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Indeed it does. Besides, my voices have been telling me for quite some time now. They've been telling me, Joe, fix your pants, they're getting too rusty. And they've been telling me, Joe, any day now will all be over. The attack will come.
All right, ladies. What are we going to do? We'll attack first, I say.
Strike while the kettle's boiling, as the cannibals used to put it. Get 'em while the going's good.
But would that look at?
Well, it'll look a damn sight better, honey, than us waiting on our asses till they attack us.
But I mean
She means, forgive me here. She means, I think, if we were to attack them first, unprovoked, so to speak, wouldn't we lose a lot of privileges as a result?
exactly, like bowling, for instance, which is something that means a great deal to me. Laugh if you like.
And our annual Christmas party. We lose that, I bet. And I love that party. I love Christmas.
Twice a month. I bet we wouldn't see any.
Just incredible.
We lose a lot of things that way, I'm afraid.
Yes, Mrs. Johnson, I'm afraid we would.
And I'm afraid you do me an injustice. I've got no intention of attacking unprovoked.
You don't?
But how?
You see, I've spent my whole life among wild animals. When you do that, honey, you get to love them. And when you do that, honey, you don't like to kill them unprovoked. You don't like to kill them, shall we say, for the fun of it. You don't like to kill them for the trophy. No! Mother necessity alone pulls the trigger on your gold-plated elephant gun. When you killed for either of two reasons. You kill because you're being attacked by tigers, let's say. Or you kill because you are very hungry. Now you get the point. But I say we ain't strong enough to wait till they attack us. Unless, of course, you feel like dying in the process. Which means we're the ones who've got to do the attacking. But I also say, it's no good to attack unprovoked.
Which could mean we lose a lot of privileges, right?
Right. Therefore, what we need is sufficient provocation. And here's how we get it. We get it through hunger and thirst, the second of the two justifiable reasons for killing which I have found. So here's the gist of the plan. For the next 3 days, we will refuse all food and drink offered. And then, on the 4th, we will, with God on our side, attack the men's ward and eat them. And then afterwards, drink their blood.
The proposal is now open for discussion. A question. Do I interpret Mrs. Johnson's proposal as implying, or better yet, presupposing that we, oh, how shall I say, kill the men first?
Madam President,
The chair, in an effort to maintain parliamentary order, will assume that Miss Earhart's question was raised in good faith. In which case, it interprets Mrs. Johnson's proposal, and stop me, please, Mrs. Johnson, if for some reason I'm wrong. It interprets the proposal as suggesting that we, yes, kill them first.
Well, it would be difficult, wouldn't it, to do it the other way?
what's your interest in this, honey? Having some fun?
Oh, no question of fun involved. Just curiosity. Just a writer's curiosity.
The proposal is now open for discussion. Mrs. Mozart, yes?
Then, first of all, let me say that I think the most important thing about this plan is that at least it's a working plan. It's a place to begin, and God knows that's just what we need right now. Nevertheless, I think there are some problems in it. Firstly, it's not exactly what I'd call kosher meat. But then again, I'm more Reformed and Orthodox, so it's not that bad. Secondly, what with all those big men over there? How do you expect little women like us to finish them off? What I mean to say is, how would we finish them, or what would we do with the extras?
Why, wrap them up, of course, and eat them later.
Madam President, may I remind you, Miss Earhart, that there is not much time left, that we cannot afford to waste time on your silly jokes.
Well, she does have a point, though, I'm afraid.
Aha!
Not you, you fool!
Amelia Earhart is a dear heart.
Mrs. Mozart, believe it or not, is the one that has a point here.
I thought I did. Then go on, don't keep us in the dark, for heaven's sake. What is it?
The point is this. As it is quite true that we never be able to eat them all, yet obviously have to kill them all, those dead but left uneaten would appear, I'm afraid, to have been killed for the fun of it, not the necessity. In other words, the uneaten would become our trophies. We'd lose all of our privileges after all. Madam President, ladies, my plan is no good.
Well, I
is a bitch, and we don't need airport. Columbus is the thing. What to do about Columbus? That is the thing. Oh, not that you're Virginia. For India lies east, not west. But if a new world may well west, you can bet that fat idiot will find it. Never sailed before in his life, you know. No knowledge of navigation, in fact, terrified of the sea. That's a sort that's dangerous. Land ho! We hear him cry. His boat run aground on the night, most likely on some lovely palm-sheltered beach. Land ho! I'm captain. His first mate's so sorry. I think we'd best repair a ship. In the morning, Columbus descends to see what it is he's running to. He finds 400 bare-breasted maidens drinking coconut milk and cries, "Curse my luck, this isn't India." Yes. Curse his luck. The new world found. The new world for us to deal with. And oh my God! Here we are, Queen of Spain. Not yet figured out what to do with this one.
Well, I knew we'd find a way. I have a plan, yes.
We're gonna live!
If we are, however, then mark this. Our living will depend on swiftness of action and commitment to the cause. It will depend on strength, on silence, and on sacrifice. Our living will depend on you.
Uh-oh.
Now, ladies, I know how sad it is that times such as these do not lend themselves to lesser problems, and the problems to easier solutions. It is a difficult time, this one in which we live.
I trust the secretary got that down.
The meeting was called order at usual time.
Time for the plan. Better go back and get it down too. Mustn't have the minutes incomplete. All set, honey? Fire away. No, don't let the French. They let me down.
Well, here is the plan.
And you be a nice girl, Amelia. This is a matter of life and death.
Since, as we all know, we cannot afford to attack the men's ward first, and yet, for obvious reasons, cannot wait till they attack us, the only thing to do is to ensure that there is no attack by anyone. In other words, what we must do is make the men believe that we are stronger than we really are.
You mean bluff them?
I prefer to think of it more as frighten them, if you see what I mean.
Oh, clear as day.
Miss Earhart, if only you could know how thrilling it is to me as president of this committee to know that there's one among us as perceptive as you. However, for the benefit of the others not quite as fortunate, and I must, in all honesty, number myself among these, I will now take time to explain more. Try and make my plan a little clearer. Amelia, my dear, please try and bear with us. Ladies, what we must do is kill someone.
Huh? What? Kill someone?
Yes, kill someone. Anyone at all.
But I thought we decided that.
Shut up!
Yes, didn't we decide?
Thanks! Now, just picture this. A body, for argument's sake mine, sent to the men's ward in the dead of night, our signatures attached. Well, would that be a warning? Or wouldn't it? Would that frighten the men's ward? Or wouldn't it? Would that be a show of strength, of power, of intention? Or wouldn't it?
Actually, with all those signatures attached, it might be rather impressive at that.
Amelia, for God's sakes, this is no time to joke around.
Further
go to... Right, what?
That's better.
Mrs. Mozart, look at her. She'd be better yet.
Yes, teach her to make all that goddamn racket.
What means by racket? Look, now I think maybe you should consider,
Johnson. Let's Coast Johnson. Let's all Coast Johnson.
my choice
You let me in, I'll take I'm gonna bring your little blonde neck after all.
I take my Gertrude Stein.
Yes, Gertrude Stein.
Gertrude Stein, not
Miss Mozart! Miss Mozart! Miss Mozart!
Pearl White!
Gertrude Stein, just Schoenberg.
Pearl White!
Gertrude Stein, Gertrude Stein,
Mrs. Mozart!
Gertrude Stein.
You mean no one's gonna mention poor Isabella?
Isabella!
So she does here.
So she does here.
Ladies. My vote, for what it's worth, goes to Miss Earhart. Nothing personal, darling. You understand.
Now, wait a minute. Look, hold on.
Dear, please, try and understand. It's for the cause. It's for our lives. Self-sacrifice, you see, it's the only way. So help us just this once. Will you?
Now look, wait, hold on,
Please, Amelia, try and understand.
Oh, it's hard, I know, but it's the only way. And you know I wouldn't tell no lie.
Now look, fun's fun, but this, I said wait, will you? Wait! But I am Amelia Earhart. I tell you, I really
Let me at her!
With the armor,
Let me at her, I'll show you how it's done. Bang!
I've got her silken sheet. I've got her silken sheet. I'm Cynthia, not Pearl White. And those who disagree just aren't right.
Look at the snow. Look at it falling.
Where's the pot? Where's the goddamn pot? How the hell are we supposed to send her over there? We haven't cooked her the pot!
Look at the snow. Falling.
why did you do that? It was mine. You had no right to do that. Why did you do that?
You haven't seen a pot around, have you? A small black pot? It's big enough for one.
I knew we'd find a way. A plan. A way.
So soft. I knew it would be this soft.
So, we'll send it over. First thing in the morning. So we just attached. First, I must get my gavel fixed. Needs a little fixing. Seems a little weak.
So soft. I knew it would be this soft.
Yes, I know, my love. Of course I see a point. But please, you must try and understand ours. Oh, please, my lover, you make my poor life so happy. Don't be angry with me now.
It's Amelia.
Yes, I'm Amelia. Amelia's the one who's missing.
Wolfgang, listen for a minute. Listen for a minute. Did you ever forget the day you began Don Giovanni?
There she is.
I remember I touched your hand that morning. For some reason I didn't know it then. But then when you looked at me with those eyes of yours, and then when I saw with my own two eyes those eyes of yours then, and I knew, and I said to myself, Wolfgang, mein liebchen Wolfgang, today you became Don Giovanni.
Sleeping? I guess I can't blame you. Such a long day this has been. And a curious day as well, too. Yes, it's very curious. From the moment I got up, like there was something in the air. Like the women outside, for instance, lined up in their rocking chairs and just laughing away. Well, they've done that before, of course. But just laughing away. What is it they claim? Oh, that the sun has gone forever, and now there will only be night. Look at the moon, they'd say. Well, there isn't any moon tonight, I would say. And then they'd Then they'd say, in those strange voices of theirs, go and check and you will find that all the clocks have been broken. Well, that can all be explained now, couldn't it? Somebody must be at the clocks doing that, no doubt. God only knows why. The curious way they say, oh, well, we don't need the clocks anymore. The way they say they know the hour anyhow. And they laugh, and rock back and forth in those goddamn chairs. And their eyes really are the thing, aren't they? The lights were down. The bulb had broken, I guess, and somehow their eyes, like cat's eyes, seemed to just glow in the dark. You must keep the windows closed, ladies.